In two interviews about 2 weeks ago, Cory was asked about Athena, where he gave some impressive details about the character. So first off, I want to thank this user for actually sending me this information. If you guys want any of your names in my videos, just send me information on, things that I may have missed, interviews, information on the God of War that came from an official place. Let me know in the comment section down below. He talked about how she transformed into this ghost-like entity after she gave up her life for Zeus at the end of the second game. I'll let you listen to these clips from both interviews.
The arc of Athena was the most important arc of the entire series, at least when I started working on it, was to kind of show that she was the one Greek god who did something selfless. She sacrificed herself to protect Zeus, and that actually allowed her to ascend to a higher realm, and she ended up realizing, oh look, there's more power up here, so it sort of corrupts her a little bit, and then she's sort of orchestrating the demise of the other gods. A lot of the times the gods were sort of metaphors and stories about the corruption of power, right? When you have that much power, that much sort of absolute control, it's very easy to start sliding, and Kratos was the example of how far he can fall when he's given all of that power. God of War 2 really explored that sense of he really went way off the deep end and became worse than Ares. She was selfless, she died protecting Zeus, right? But in that selfless act, she was the first god to be selfless, and that was allowing her to ascend to a higher plane. She ends up going into a place that is higher than everybody else, and it totally messes with her head. She becomes just as bad as everybody else because she experiences a power greater than everybody, so that it is kind of always that message to...
My sacrifice to save Zeus has brought me to a higher existence.
You once sacrificed yourself to save Zeus, and now you seek to destroy him? What has brought about this change?
I see truths where I did not before.
Greek god to do something selfless, but in the end she was corrupted by this great power. Someone as pure as Athena, who always looked past Kratos' negative, always trying her best to look out for Kratos who ended up worse than Ares when he gained a power of a god. The power Athena was exposed to was so powerful it actually corrupted her. Really shows how much energy is up there. If all of the Greek gods had been good, then in death they could have all gained this power. However, in the sad case of Athena, it made her want to control and turn to her evil. However, what does this mean for Kratos? There is an argument to be made that Kratos was another Greek god who did something selfless like Athena. His actions, stabbing himself in God of War 3, almost giving up his own life for the sake of mortals, should make him a candidate to access this higher power. Whether it be in the next game or whenever, I would love to see Kratos have some access to this power, and have that power be explored in the game now that we know it exists. If Kratos is exposed to this higher power, will it corrupt him like Athena? If he is exposed to the higher power, I don't think he will be corrupted. Kratos hasn't just done one selfless thing like Athena. He continues to look out for his son, even stating he'd give up his own life for Atreus. Although he doesn't want to get involved, the side quest in the game does help some spirits. He has also helped the Light Elves in the conflict in Alfheim. He bonded Sindri and Brock together again through the work on the axe and his wife Faye. Kratos lectures and teaches his son on how to not end up like himself. He saved Freya from her own son, and the list goes on and on. He's truly and ironically one of the most selfless Greek gods to ever exist in the world, thanks to this journey and his son. So how can Kratos be exposed to this higher power? It seems in the case of Athena, the only way to possibly gain access to this higher power is to 1. Be a god, 2. Die after doing something selfless in your life. Which brings me to the wall at the end of the game. Now I know the community is pretty much split here in terms of is this Kratos or not, but if this is him, perhaps the moment where he gains access to the higher power is here. The only problem with this higher power conditions is Kratos is immortal, so perhaps he'll never actually be able to touch this higher power. Other ideas like the light in Alfheim being connected to the higher power came to my head, but the light is made up of souls that were collected, as Cory said in the IGN spoiler cast. The light doesn't seem to be connected to death itself, it just recycles life energy in Norse. Another thought was maybe Kratos has some of the power of hope inside him from God of War 3, but I think Athena made it clear he released all of it out of his body. So right now, unless this is Kratos at the end of the game, it seems Kratos is locked out of accessing this power due to his immortality. So let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section down below, or your thoughts about like the higher power, will Kratos have access to it, the sad story of Athena being corrupted by it. And I have actually a lot more theories coming, because this higher power talk has a bunch of things bubbling in my head, and I have some really good theories talking about this. I have like two or three theories planned, but let me know everything that you are thinking. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.